Chat's connected. I didn't schedule this one, so.
You didn't?
No, I forgot to. And I don't know. We'll see how many folks actually pop on today. But good morning, everybody, from Coronado Springs here in Walt Disney World. We are here today, and we're going to be running we're going to be doing like a virtual 10K, so that if you're at home up in the Northeast and you want to run around on Disney property, you can do so here. It's a pretty simple running path for the most part. It's a giant circle, I think. I've never actually ran it myself, but Donald's here, and he's going to be running it with us today as well. And so, yeah, I've actually never been here besides inside of Grand Destino. So let's, well, I was here once. It was in like 2010, and I did not run. So I was just here to stay for one night. So, all right, cool. Which way are we going? This way? All right, let's roll. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. Sorry, you're good. Oh, no. Not good, I forgot. I do this every time, guys. I always forget to, you're good. I'll catch you. Whew. I always forget to start my runs. Whew. So, yeah, good morning, everybody. It is, it's actually a pretty nice day out. It is very, very cloudy. As you guys can see, it's overcast, but it's actually quite comfortable. And, you know, I think we're supposed to get some rain maybe later on today, some thunderstorms. But hopefully it's not too bad. Arboretum Woodco, one of my favorite resorts. Oh no, one of your favorite runs. Man, I still give you props for doing it at your house inside for marathon weekend. That was crazy.
The whole thing?
He did the whole thing inside. Like, I can't even, he did the half. He didn't do the full marathon.
Still.
But even still, the half, like inside in your house, that's pretty crazy. So I think at some point here, we should come across the like little sign for the running trail. When we do, I'll stop and show you guys what it looks like real quick. Again, I've never been here before, so I really don't know what to expect. But I'm excited.
I've always gone left.
Alrighty. We're gonna go left. Oh wait, I don't know if we can. We can't go that way? Oh, okay, thank you. Well, I guess that's closed off.
Living.
Oh. What's that? Okay. Thank you. Oh.
I didn't hear him.
So they must be doing something really interesting over there, because he also just told me that I can't be recording over there. So I'm not sure what they're doing, but we'll figure it out. Probably, I don't know, I guess Donald said maybe a wedding, and I think that would probably be maybe the best guess for that, being that it is pretty early in the morning. So, but that's really, really interesting.
Well, I have no idea where we're going.
Now we're lost. Okay. This resort should be like a giant circle. So, if I'm correct, can we go back out here?
And go around?
And run back around then, maybe?
Probably.
Alright, so we're going to try and see.
It's all around the lake. It's definitely a circle.
Oh, I don't think, actually. I don't know if we will be able to go back around. They've got all kinds of stuff up over here in security. So, wow. That's kind of detrimental to our run today, guys. All right, well, we'll go back this way. You know, this is what happens sometimes. You never know. I'd be really interested to know what's actually happening, but
I think they're filming something. Those pool chairs and all are set out randomly at the graphic. That's very specific.
oh, so they could be doing a commercial. Some type of show or something. I don't know. Interesting, yeah. Oh, somebody said I should go to Claremont because there's a 33-mile walking trail.
Where?
Around the lake, up in Claremont.
I don't.
33 is a little far for me.
Sorry.
You're right. Well, here's another option we can do, I guess, is we'll go back to the main lobby area and I guess just swing back around the other side of the lake and see. And actually, I'm just going to pause real quick because I want to take a look at this map.
Pausing workout.
So, oh my, so we're right here.
Yeah, this is where we got derailed.
And this is closed.
We went to here.
No, we went right here because we just came up over
yeah.
here. So we're going to try to go back and see how far we can go back around this way.
I think we can do this because there was a guy running over here.
Yeah,
We might even make it to here, but
we'll see.
yeah, and then we could just keep going that way and just skip that.
Okay. Well, let's find out.
It's almost like a figure eight. We'll just come back up to the pool.
Yeah.
And go around left.
Okay. Whew.
Resuming workout.
Massey family. Running with masks. Yes, we are still running with our masks on. Contrary to popular belief, I think a lot of people think that it's pretty difficult to do so. I don't know. We've done this this will be the third week that we've done this, and to be honest with you guys, when I run at home and I'm running out on the street, I don't run on the street, but you know what I mean. I don't wear a mask. Here, obviously, this is Disney. Things are a little different, so I wear mine, but I don't feel like it's really inhibiting me from running. What's actually inhibiting me from running faster right now is actually doing the live stream. And to some extent, I think that's okay because it helps me to focus a little bit more on my breathing and keep my pace in check so that I'm not burning myself out super quickly. So there's a nice little view, Gran Destino, a little bit of Coronado. Is it Metals and Magic? Thank you, Josh, for doing this. Streaming this again later in the week for Princess 10K. Awesome. Yeah, so I think probably next week will be when I do my 10K and my half. I think it'll be Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday, we're going to try and run over at Grand Floridian and the Poly. Get that nice long walk. Nice long walking path out to Magic Kingdom. So So we're now coming back up to Grand Destino.
Secondhand smoke for
What?
a little secondhand smoke for it.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully this week, if you guys were with us last week when we did Old Key West, I had an issue with my watch where it just jumped. Not sure why. Not sure if it like tried to connect to Wi-Fi on one of the buildings, but mine jumped, and so I ended up cutting the run slightly short. So hopefully that doesn't happen this week, but we'll have to wait and see. This is really nice here.
You can see how far we can get that way.
Yeah, let's see how far we can go. Oh, we can't go very far at all. We gotta go across the bridge.
All right.
So
Great.
that's kind of a bummer. So, just so you guys know, basically what happens is the trail actually runs the whole way back out and around this way. And because whatever they're doing, we have to actually cut across and come across the bridge here. So, as we're coming across, we're cutting the run probably maybe almost in half. So, if you're somebody who really wants to like get creative, you know, another thing that you could do is kind of weave in and throughout the buildings. But obviously if you do that, just, you know, be conscientious of regular guests walking in and out, you know, try not to run them over. It's not a race, so you know, I don't expect anybody here when they're leaving or walking to necessarily to know to move out of my way. So always just keep that in mind, you know. Because I think we had like 1 or 2 comments first week. Somebody was just like, man, look how rude those people are. They don't even move while he's approaching them. And, you know, some people really don't know, you know, that there is kind of like a, I don't know, say like an ethical, that's not right, ethical, just making stuff up now.
Ethical or moral?
Moral,
I don't know.
I don't really, some people just don't know that like courtesy of, you know, kind of trying to get off to one side.
That's a better word.
It is. They don't know it's not moral to get out of somebody's way.
Time, 11 minutes, 1 second. Distance, 1 mile.
All right.
Pace, 11.
So we're 1 mile in. We've got to go another 5.2. And so this is where I'm talking about that, you know, you can kind of make it a little bit more of like an adventure. A lot of times when I run at home, I get tired of running the same route on the, you know, kind of on the roadway. So I'll cut back into some cul-de-sacs and run through there so that it's a little bit different. And, you know, I'm not just getting bored on the same run. Man, very nice. Southwestern feel here.
Yeah. The plants and all are really cool.
Yes, yeah. Etiquette. Etiquette is the word I was looking for. Etiquette, yes, thank you.
Even better.
Moral. I'm such a dummy. This was nice here. So I stayed here one night way back in 2010 with Taylor's family, and you know, we didn't really explore the resort at all. I think we went down to the main pool and that was it. So, and it was at nighttime, you know, so it's totally different than seeing it during the day. All right, so I'm actually gonna slow up and just walk for a second. Whew. Etiquette, considerate, yes. So pretty, yeah, it's a really nice resort here. Aaron, good afternoon from Bonnie, Scotland. Man, that is always blows my mind. I know I say that every time, but it really does. Thank you for being here and watching as we make our way through only half of the resort. You know, is the other side where they have it closed off, is that where the big pool is?
No, the big
With
pool.
the pyramid?
We passed the big pool.
Oh, we did, okay.
It's one specific section though.
Okay.
There's like the Ranchos, the Casitas, like they all have names.
Yeah.
One whole section is just closed.
Okay. Metals and Magic, how's the humidity today? How would you say the humidity feels?
I'd say it's humid.
Humid?
It's nice that it's cloudy and breezy though.
Yeah.
That offsets it, but it's definitely,
I feel a little sticky,
yeah.
for sure. Nick Harrison says, love the Lakeside restaurant. Haven't been there.
It's great.
Donald just said it was great if you couldn't hear him, and I'm excited. We keep talking about trying to come back over here and eat there.
Yeah.
So at some point, we will definitely try to do that. Three Bridges. Thank you, moderator, the WDW Couple, aka Taylor.
Good morning.
Now, I will say, and I don't know if it's just because, I mean, it could be happening over at the other resorts, and I didn't notice it. Because maybe at the time it wasn't happening, but I feel like we've passed a lot of people smoking on the running trail. And it's not that they're doing it in a place where they shouldn't be, because it is a smoking area for them. But it'd be nice if they maybe like move those slightly off of the actual run path, you know. Of course, smoke does carry, so does it really matter? Probably not, but so Whew. Circus Bear open Toledo. I know. Look at this place. It's beautiful. Toledo's an amazing restaurant. And it's a shame that it's not open right now. And of course, when the fireworks actually get started, you know, it'll be even better again. So we stopped for a second because some ladies asked us to take a photo, and Donald was very gracious to do so. But now we need to find some hand sand. Lori, I want to walk around and jog the resorts. Where do you park? Normally I park at the resorts. I usually just let security know that I'm usually just here to run. And, you know, as long as it's not super busy, they don't really have a problem with it. So, Metals and Magic, do you run intervals or walk when you need a break? I'm new to running, so I'd love to hear any tips you have.
WDW Couple.
I followed you.
Oh, okay, cool. You're okay.
Hi, you just made her birthday weekend.
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the resort. Not all of them will do that, you know. You know, for instance, if I want to run Saratoga and Old Key West, they probably won't let me park at Saratoga Springs, and I might have to park at Disney Springs. Old Key West is kind of separated from everything, so they might be a little bit more relaxed about it. It really just kind of depends on where you're at. So, sorry, Metals and Magic. I was going to answer your question, but the group that Donald just took a photo for, apparently the one girl watches the channel. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So she just kind of freaked out there, but which was kind of funny. I do run intervals, not during the live streams, because the only app that I have, I think, only works on my phone. And so if we were trying to run the interval app while live streaming, I don't know how like that sound would play through. And you know, for a live stream, I think it might get really annoying to hear two different buzzers going off every 30 to 60 seconds, whatever I have the interval set to. So, but during the week, if I'm on a longer run and I'm starting to like kind of get tired out because I've been running constantly, I will actually switch to an interval run and do like a run walk run, or a walk run walk, whatever you want to call it. And usually that helps me to go a little bit further, so I really enjoy that.
There's the pyramid.
Oh, so I don't know if you guys can see. It might be a little bouncy. Hopefully it's not, but the pyramid's back there. I was asking Donald about it. I wasn't sure if we'd actually get to run kind of by it and see it. You can't really see it, I don't think, maybe from the running trail, but still really cool. Are there any hidden Mickeys? You know what? I don't think there are. I don't think the running trails have enough significance to have hidden Mickeys on them, unfortunately. Oh, okay, yeah. So I guess you can see it a little bit. You guys can kind of see it in the distance there. This is the main pool area. And it's pretty cool. It's very large. Don't climb the rocks. It's not Epcot.
Supposed to do that there?
Just kidding.
That might not be normal.
Andrea Wilson, good morning from Pop Century. Good morning from Coronado Springs. Whew.
This is my first outdoor run since October.
Oh boy.
That's why I was wondering about the humidity.
Yeah, it's I think this morning it is definitely probably more humid than it has been on my previous 2 runs on property. So yeah, somebody was asking about parking. You know, and I know Taylor said something that they tend to be a little bit more lenient if it's not connected to a park, and that seems to be the case most of the time. So, but you never know. Hey, actually, guys, if somebody wouldn't mind, are there any? There's not any sports teams here, right? And the only reason I ask that is because they've got a huge section blocked off. There's no, you can't actually walk over and into there. And they have 2 Disney Cruise Line buses outside waiting. So I assume that it's a fairly large group. It could just be a wedding again. But, you know, I kind of wonder if maybe there's like, maybe some type of sports team around. I always forget that they've got separate laundry buildings, which is always kind of nice if you need to do some laundry.
Time 23 minutes 9 seconds. Distance 2 miles.
2 miles down.
11:35 per mile.
I think we're going about 11:30 right now. So, you know, not too bad. It's relaxing, easy.
It's a vacation run.
It's a vacation run, right. You know, it's funny because every time that even when we do staycations around here, I'm always like, I still want to get up, still want to go for a run, still do all my normal stuff. And it's like, you know what? I'm on vacation. I'd like 2 slices of chocolate cake, 3 chocolate chip cookies,
And lots of bacon.
and lots of bacon. Thank you kindly. All right, I'm gonna slow up just a little bit. Whew. Lisa, Josh at home in New York, running on the treadmill, watching you guys. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. It's gonna be really loud here for the next minute or so because they're using the leaf blowers to blow the sand back into the sand. Morning.
Morning.
Oh, and then he just blew sand onto my legs. That did not feel good. NBA League might be staying here right now. Morning.
Good morning.
Metals and Magic, great question. What app is telling me on my watch right now my time and pace and stuff? I actually use the Nike Run app. I've tried a bunch of apps. They're all really good, but the Nike Run app is something that like I've used for so long. I like the way it works, so that's what I use. I know a lot of people really like Map My Run. Some people like Runkeeper, I think it's called. And there's a bunch of other ones too. So you just kind of have to find one that you like. But yeah, so it's a Nike Run app. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. to use it. So, whew.
The Apple activity one.
What?
The Apple one, the Apple activity.
Oh.
The circle.
Oh yeah. And the other thing, if you have an Apple Watch, obviously you can always use the workout app in the Apple Watch, right? I used to use that, but it wouldn't carry over to my Nike Run app for some reason. They may have fixed that now, but it just, for whatever reason, it wouldn't carry over. So, but when I run and track it on my Nike Run app, it tracks all that and counts that towards my my circles for all my, you know, activities on Apple. So, and I feel like it also tracks usually my heart rate too, and I do like to have that, even though it's not the most accurate of heart rate trackers. But so,
Better than nothing.
boy, yeah. Whew, sorry, not trying to fling you guys all over the place. Hopefully it's still staying pretty steady. Let's say, Emma, hello from England. It's snowing here. Ooh.
No, thank you.
Sorry to hear that. Actually, you know, snowfall is really nice. It's a nice, beautiful sight. But once it hits the ground and then it gets all brown, it's not nice anymore. Shoo, 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 shoo. I like to create my own sound effects sometimes. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. You guys are awesome. Almost 100 people watching. Just run around one of the Disney resorts. You know? Really, really cool. And I know the first week that we did this, maybe even last week, a few people were doing some super chats, and I always really appreciate that. But if you're new and you don't know, all of the Run Disney events that I've been doing over the last 2 years have been for Dragon Master Foundation. So this is an ad for them. So if you don't like ads, you can just tune out for the next couple of minutes. But anyways, they're really great. They're making a lot of strides to provide help to kids with some really severe cases of brain cancer, very rare cases. And the last year, they've one of the pharmaceutical companies had kind of found this way to, it wasn't a drug by itself, but paired with a few other things, it was showing some amazing results for these kids. At some points extending their lives almost indefinitely. So if you are so inclined, instead of super chatting or anything like that, there should be a link in the description. This is our new donation page for Dragon Master Foundation. And what I really like about it is that it's not tied to any single Run Disney event or anything like that. It's something that we can kind of push all year long. So it's not going to go away, and it's always the same spot, same place. So, you know, just throwing it out there. You can help save some kids. And they're really great, you know. I've kind of been able to build a, work/personal relationship with, the person who started it. Her name's Amanda. And she started it because her son had developed brain cancer. So she was, you know, trying to find a way to help others. So yeah, and they're fantastic. So if you feel so inclined, we always really appreciate that. Whew. Yeah, I feel like that humidity is really kind of getting there today. Oh, so one of the buses left, but there were 2 Disney Cruise Line buses you can see back there. Oh, maybe it's for these people because they're going that way. I don't know. But, whew, out of breath. Oh, whoa, awesome. I'm gonna slow up just for a second. I want to read this comment. It's really hard to run and read at the same time. Also breathe and talk at the same time. What's up? 365 says, thanks, Josh. I lost 5 pounds this week. You have motivated me to lose some weight for my daughter's wedding in August. You also motivated me to start my own YouTube channel. Awesome. Well, very good. Great job. And thank you for the super chat. We'll try and move that money to our donation page. Pair character looking at himself in the mirror saying, thanks for being you, with hearts popping out of the eyes. Oh, it's an emoji. And then it writes out that emoji. So that was weird, but cool. All right. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been saying, and I said this during the actual live stream for the marathon when we did that last year, was that, you know, I do these because, number one, first and foremost, it is actually a huge inspiration for me to get out and run on the weekends. It helps me to go a little bit further, helps me to keep going. And then secondly, what's really great is that, especially what somebody just said, was that, you know, it's goes back, and it's been also inspiration for you guys. So, you know, I really appreciate that. You know, that's my goal. That's kind of always been the goal, to help all of you out, especially when we started the YouTube channel so long ago. So that means a lot to me. So thank you. I'm glad that I could have some inspiration. But man, I say this every week, but man, was I disappointed that there was no marathon this year. I was so looking forward to that, but all for the right reasons that it didn't happen. So I've already been talking to Amanda from Dragon Master Foundation, and when well, we're all assuming that it'll happen next year, but when they release that stuff, I'll be signing up for Dopey. And if you want to run virtually, you'll probably miss the first 3 miles, but after that it'll be somewhat smooth sailing for the most part. I wouldn't say that I cried, but you know, about at mile marker 19, you'll hear me and I'll be like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, we're at 3 minutes, or 3 minutes, 3 miles, perfect. Yeah, I think, actually, I think I remember saying, you know, I normally wish that I would just trip and be like, oh, I can't keep going. Just carry me to the finish line so I can get my medal. Totally, you know, kind of cheating the system there, but hey, it's in a lot of pain. And a marathon is definitely not easy, but it can be done. So I think so on the route that we're doing right now, I think it's just slightly under a mile, because the last 2 times has been a little bit further for the next mile marker. So still not a terrible route. When I'm over here and I'm running at Disney, I really try to prefer a route that at least gives me 1 mile on each kind of pass. So, you know, the out and back over at Epcot to Hollywood Studios, I think that one in total ends up being a little bit more than a mile, but that's kind of what I like, because I don't like running in circles, you know, for 4 hours straight, but sometimes you have to work with what you get. So, not too bad here today, but again, humidity. The only thing that's breaking it is the wind, which is really nice. All right. So nice. KG, I'm moving to Orlando, and it's nice to see how another PA did it. Yeah, so PA meaning that we're also from Pennsylvania and moved down to Florida. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Don't regret it. Nothing beats these winters over the Northeast, and I'm not trying to rub that in for anybody that's still up there, but you know, it is nice. Lori says she saw the Weather Channel. Humidity is high here today. It definitely feels like it. And I don't know if we're like missing the raindrops, but every time we go past, I feel like I see drops of water. It might just, maybe it's being blown in from the fountains or something, but whew. Oh, my. So this is the Three Bridges, right? Or no? Yeah. This is, okay. So this is the Three Bridges restaurant that a few people were talking about in the chat. Is it? It says Villa.
It's the Three Bridges Bar and Grill at Villa del Lago.
Oh, okay.
Island in the middle.
Interesting. All right. So yeah, so this is the restaurant. I'm not sure. I think somebody may have said it wasn't open yet, but let's swing by here. 4:30 each day. So it very much looks that way, that it is more of a lounge. If you didn't hear Donald, you know, and you know, more and more, I've actually been really enjoying the lounges. Not only just here on Disney, but you know, we did a dining review last week that we posted from Royal Pacific over at Universal, and that was really nice. The Orchid Lounge, I called it Orchard because I can't read. I don't know how I can read comments sometimes, but it was really nice. Some sushi, small bites, great place to watch some sporting events when they're on the big screen TV. So, and it's nice to have a more relaxed kind of atmosphere sometimes than having to sit down and at a restaurant. It's just a little bit of a different feeling. So Taylor says I didn't bring an umbrella. Oh boy, that's not good. It's no bueno. Might be one in your car though. So Taylor and I are heading to Hollywood Studios today to meet up with some friends, and it looks like it might rain. Ay, ay, ay. Morning. Sometimes people just give you a really strange look. Like, what are you doing? So I usually just try to be nice. Whew. Lori, oh, good. Excellent point. So Lori says, you know, she did the lounge at Toledo. Didn't really love it. Felt, what'd you say, like weird? Had a weird vibe. So I'm assuming you're talking about the Dahlia Lounge. I don't know. I kind of like that place. We haven't really sat down to actually eat. We just sat down for drinks. We've only eaten in the restaurant, but for me, I feel like more of the lounge areas that aren't necessarily connected to an actual restaurant. So it's really just the lounge itself is standalone. Those are the places that I like because I feel like they're just a little bit more relaxed. Kind of come in and go as you please. You know, like technically, what's the one over at Riviera?
Well, the lounge, I don't know.
No, the restaurant, Topolino, right?
Yeah.
So, oh boy, I just hurt my knee somehow.
Workout.
The lounge over at Topolino and Riviera is connected to the restaurant. And I don't know that it necessarily has its own name, but one thing about that is that it does not have the same atmosphere, to me, in my opinion, as it would if it was like totally and separate by itself. So it's really great because you can order the exact same stuff on the menu. But oh my gosh, I have no idea what I did, but I don't even know if I'm actually going to be able to keep going.
Give me all that.
Pausing workout.
It's okay for the moment, but and it's not even like something I can stretch. It's like my bones. Runner injuries. Let me just stretch the rest of my leg. Also could be that I don't have much cartilage left in my joints and my knees, and it might just be flaring up. And all right, now it's not super bad. Okay. All right, let's try it. A little better.
You said something about the Dahlia.
They said that they didn't really enjoy the Dahlia. They said it had like this weird vibe to it.
So we've only been to the Dahlia once, but we go to Three Bridges every time we come here. So I would pick that hands down every time over the Dahlia.
Okay, so if you guys didn't hear Donald, he said when they come, they don't even go to Dahlia. They go straight to Three Bridges every time, and that would be something he would recommend over the Dahlia. So, which is pretty cool. I'm interested to try it. You know, the big difference between those two, setting obviously, but also the fact that at the Dahlia, you might be able to sneak a view of fireworks when they come back. Down here at Three Bridges, you're not really going to get that, but it still is a really nice, cool, comforting kind of atmosphere down by the water. So oh, Taylor's asking me if I have a Magic Band or an AP card. Oh boy, I have my card today, so I hope I have a Magic Band. I definitely don't have my AP card. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess, when I get back to the car. Yeah, so we're a little bit underneath a mile on these circuits. So I think last time this was about 3 miles. We're coming up on 4.
I was hoping it was 5.
I know. And if you guys don't hear me talking, it's just because I'm trying to not pass out or anything like that, you know. Breathe. A little essential whenever you're running. Morning. Starting to see some more people coming out. You know, we're getting closer to the time the parks are opening, so I'm sure a lot of people are making their way, maybe to grab some breakfast, head back up, maybe to the main building or something. I think the restaurant's right here, right?
Yeah.
I think is this Rick's or something?
All of those are in here.
Okay.
The food court too.
Food court, yeah. Whew. All right, so 4 miles down, 2.2 to go. We are in the home stretch. Oh, sorry, not trying to got a little whip there on you guys. And I'll tell you guys what, not to, you know, be like running an ad here for Disney or anything, but if you've never done it before, the RunDisney events, they're expensive, but I'm telling you, they are so worth doing it at least once, especially during marathon weekend. I really, truly think that it's a shame that we're not going to have Star Wars anymore. I really enjoyed Star Wars. The half marathon route for that went through all 4 parks, but you know, still really great to do at least one of the events. So I'd recommend it if you're thinking about it. You don't have to be world-class runners like Donald and I, who have 5-minute splits. It's obviously not true. You know, as long as you stay ahead of the quote-unquote balloon ladies, you're okay. And that tends to be about 16.5 minutes per mile. I think it's actually a little bit more than that because it really depends on where you start in the race, but really is a really great kind of thing to do at least once, just to say you've done it.
So what do they do if they catch up to you?
So Donald asked a great question, and if you don't know, he said, what happens if during the race the balloon ladies catch up to you? So if they catch up to you, you're fine. The problem is if they pass you. And if the balloon ladies pass you, what'll happen is there'll be a certain checkpoint where they will literally pull a Disney bus across the road, and you will be forced to get onto the bus. And they'll basically take you to the finish line. So they do have to try and maintain time for the race, because again, Disney World is a huge, you know, destination for vacationers. But if that happens, do not be, upset. You'll still get your medal, and all of those other things. You get like a little carry to the front. That's why I kind of joke sometimes about tripping and having them pick me up with the bus, because then I don't have to finish the race. So I'm telling you, you get to like mile marker 18, 19, and it's just like, are we there yet? And the downhill part for me, I think, is always coming through Hollywood Studios, because at that point, you're basically almost done. You just got to get through Hollywood Studios. You do the amazing run between Hollywood Studios to Epcot, through the other resorts. Do your swing into World Showcase, and you're basically there. So, Catherine, you panic and everyone runs past you like fish who just saw a shark. Well, that's also really funny. A lot of people tend to use the run, walk, run method. And a lot of people have said times before where they will see people or even friends that just start sprinting at the beginning of the race, and like halfway through, they catch back up to them because those people burnt themselves out so quickly. The walk, run, walk, I always say run, walk, run, or something like that. It just tends to like kind of, keep you going and not burning yourself out so quickly. So it's a good method to use. And I usually tend to use it when I do not the half marathon, but the full marathon for sure. So
Joe was holding that thing on the whole time.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna jog. I'm having an issue with my knee. Running to adventure may or may not have a solution or know what I'm talking about, but it actually does not hurt at all while I'm jogging. But if I stop to walk, it's probably like at a 6 or 7 on the pain scale, which is really worrisome because I got to go to Hollywood Studios after this and walk around. But like right now, it does not bother me at all. But when we stop to like walk, get a breather, read some of the more comments, it's almost unbearable. And which is funny because that's what happens during the marathon. Except usually it's cramping. And I'll cramp in my hamstring and in my quad. And it always inevitably happens going through ESPN Wide World of Sports. And it's like, you start to stretch your quad, your hamstring immediately tightens up. You try to stretch your hamstring, your quad immediately tightens up. And like the only thing that I've felt like works through it is to literally just keep trying to jog at a relatively slow pace. I try to not walk, even though the speed at which I'm jogging, I'm probably walking. But mentality-wise, it makes me feel a little better. Whew. But, oh man.
About 5. That's it.
I have no comment.
I can see the tower.
He sees the tower.
Not
We're
that
almost
I can see that from anywhere.
This is the other thing that I don't like necessarily about running circuits sometimes, is because in your mind, at least for me personally, I don't like always knowing kind of where that next mile marker is. For me, I'm then just thinking like, why am I not there yet? I can see it and it feels like it's taking me forever. I think for me personally, sometimes that's why I like some longer kind of out and backs that are a little bit over a mile, because it kind of mixes it up a little bit. So, ooh, nice little wind breeze. Running to adventure, your GAT changes when you walk. Need some electrolytes, question mark. Sometimes resetting muscles with a couple of squats helps. But I don't know that it doesn't really feel like it's muscles. It feels like bone. You know, it's like super sharp pain. But like I said, non-existent. Well, at least jogging. Oh, Taylor's at Hollywood Studios already, and she's heading into Starbucks. Hey, if you're still listening to this, I would love a Trenta peach green tea. Same thing I got when we were up in Orlando on whatever day that was. Thursday? We're almost done. I won't tell Donald where we're at. He'll hear it when we get there. I do need to stretch my hip flexors. That is actually getting pretty tight. But I'll be able to manage till we finish. So, other people might be wondering. It always inevitably gets asked. It was asked earlier about wearing masks. I'm wearing a cloth mask. It's basically double-lined cotton, I think. Donald is actually wearing the paper one. And
It's fine.
is it fine?
Yeah.
Feels okay?
Yeah.
The cloth one for me, I wear it because number one, I'm talking during almost the entire live stream, right? And it also has a strap that's like sewn in so that it holds it really tight around my head so it doesn't keep falling down. But again, we're coming towards the end of our run. A little bit over a mile to go or so. And I know it's getting wet from sweating, but it's not inhibiting me from breathing. So
Yeah, I struggle with mine on the stair stepper. The paper one.
oh, the paper one?
Like it gets soaked and then I feel like it's harder to breathe.
Okay.
Running's fine.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe, if you're stationary, right? This is totally just me kind of just making stuff up. I don't have any evidence to back this up. But while we're running, we're actually having air pass by our faces.
Yeah.
So in turn, it actually could be helping to dry and some of that moisture.
Possible.
Whereas if you're at the gym, not standing still, but you're running in one place, you don't have any air really blowing across your face. So in that sense, I don't know. Maybe it's just being saturated faster.
Could be.
Whew.
There's also something about climbing 100 flights where I feel mostly dead.
Oh,
I'm still
well, I mean,
alive today. So.
that too. Oh. All right. Oh, I guess I was, right? First time. But yeah. But we're doing good. We're doing good. Donald's waiting for that 5 mile marker sound to come through. We're not there yet. We are literally almost there though. Almost to 5. Now the real kicker when you do a 10K is that technically we still have another quarter of a mile to go after we hit 6.
Yeah.
So more than likely we should end up, in theory, maybe at the Grand Destino Tower. We'll see. Nico, catch up to that guy. He's running way too fast.
He just started.
He also just started. That is also true. Nico always asks if I've got any big runs coming up, and of course, nothing yet. I always say I'd love to go down to Key West and run Key West. Probably won't happen this year. I'd love to go back up to PA and run Pittsburgh. Also, probably not going to happen. Obvious reasons. So, nothing but virtual. I did actually get a 10K for virtual Star Wars. Dragon Master Foundation had one left over. She asked me if I wanted it. I said yes. So I got that. I was really hoping to get a half marathon, but didn't happen. So, but we will still be out and do more of these during those weeks. So if you guys want to run along, you can. All right, I'm gonna take a little walker. I feel like we're getting a little crooked there. Running to adventure. Events are opening up. Just keep tabs on the ones you're wanting to do. I will do that. Another good one here in Florida. I haven't ran it, so I don't know if it's a good one, but it always just sounds interesting to me is the Space Coast ones. Because they usually have some really cool, like, medals. And, like, I mean, whoever actually does a run to actually run, right? You do it for the merch. You do it for, like, the awesome medals that you get. Except for, I think it was marathon weekend of 2018. Those medals were probably... Morning. Those medals were probably the worst medals that I've seen over the last... I don't know how many years has it been now, since 2016. We're going on 5. Yeah, so... Those were probably my least favorite. They were very just kind of blah.
But they've improved a lot since.
Well, the year before that, they were really great too. And they have certainly improved them since then. Even this year, these medals that we got for virtual running were really great. But I didn't display them. And I don't even know if I'll display my princess ones. I think I probably will, because I've never done it before. But Catherine, Gasparilla is on the bucket list for me. If you guys don't know where Gasparilla, I'm assuming, Catherine, you're talking about Tampa, or, well, not really Tampa, it's more Clearwater, or kind of both, right? Because it's the bridges running out to there. It's like an out and back, I think. I hear some pretty good things about that one too. A couple of co-workers that I used to work with ran it. They tried to get me to sign up one year for it, and I just didn't have time to do it. So, but another cool one. You can also mix that with the Gasparilla. Oh no, somebody lost a cancer stick. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. No offense to anybody that does smoke that's watching. But you can actually pair that with their, like, Gasparilla weekend. They've got, like, pirate ships and all kinds of fun stuff to do. Whew. So we're coming back around to Gran Destino Tower. Obviously, this isn't going to end it for us. We're going to have to do one more lap, I think. But we're almost there. I'll walk just for a second.
Yes, please.
Also, I think almost everybody that I've seen come by us running has, for the most part, had a mask on. I don't know. When they initially reopened, they had said, I don't think that you had to wear one while running and exercising. I don't know if that's still the case, but we still always wear ours. Just in case anybody out there is wondering. Whew. We're getting a little crooked again. I don't know if I'm touching the joystick on there or what. Nico, I did the Marine Corps marathon for the medal last year. It had sand from the beaches of Iwo Jima. Whoa. That is an intricate medal right there. That's definitely one. That's a cool one to have. A neat little piece of history, I suppose. Lori, it's pouring and 33 here, so no outside. Running to adventure. I'm going to have to get up and get dressed to go run this morning. Thanks, Josh and Don, for kicking it in the butt, or for the kick in the butt that I needed. Well, I'm glad that I'm not only glad that you're getting up to run, but I'm glad that you're getting up to put clothes on. So
I was going to say, my pain is your gain.
right?
My pain is your gain.
Yeah. Oh. $117 people. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out. And whether you're just sitting at home in your chair with a cup of coffee, which is something I would love to be doing right now. I didn't get to finish my coffee. It's sitting in the car. Or, you know, on the treadmill, running along, whatever. I appreciate it, you know. Like I said, this really is, selfishly enough to say, I do this because it's really inspiring for me to be out here running and just, you know, whether it's 120 some people or it's just one of you, kind of here and chatting along, and you help the run go by, and it's really nice, and so I really appreciate that, and in turn, like I always say, I hope that it inspires others to get out and run or just get dressed for the morning. Thanks, Val. Uh-oh, I just got a lightning warning on my phone, so good thing that we're wrapping up here soon. All right, let's walk just for a minute.
How does one get a lightning warning?
I think I'm using the NOAA weather app. I think that's what it is. So basically, it bases off your location, and it'll tell you within a certain range of how far it is away. I think this one was 25 miles, so it's pretty far away. But indicated that there are going to be some thunderstorms today for sure. Whew, so we were almost there, and as I said previously, I think we may end up having this run just be enough that we come out right at Gran Destino. Judging by our distance at the moment, I'm not going to tell Donald. So, but yes, donuts and cookies. Snacks for you, yes.
Please.
Ooh, that would be amazing, right? Oh, that'd be so good. We do have a special video that we're going to go do tomorrow. I think everybody will really, really enjoy it. It's not that it hasn't been done before, because I'm pretty sure some people have already gone to both places, but it's going to be fun. It'll be Taylor and I and Donald and Elliot, and we'll be doing some eating, but it's not going to be a dining review. It'll be a regular video for the week, so we're super excited about that. If you guys were following along on Instagram last week, I went to Gideon's with Donald, and we got cookies and some cake and that peanut butter iced coffee. Oh, it was cold brew, I think, and that was so good. Like, I do not like, I don't like cold brew coffee at all, really, but that was really, really good. Let's see, where are we at here? All right, let's pick it up. So, let's see if we can finish out the run without stopping.
Does it count if I ride on that?
Donald said he's gonna jump on the back and go for a ride. You would definitely finish it faster than I would. Oh, Taylor said she would love it if all the attraction races came back. That would be so cool. If you're new to RunDisney, years ago, when they first started, they kind of just had the marathon, and then they started kind of testing some other little runs. They did, like, I think something in Animal Kingdom. They did a Hollywood Tower of Terror 5K, 10K or something like that. They were doing these smaller attraction runs, and sometimes they were like in the middle of the night, but they were really, really cool. They don't do those anymore. And as a matter of fact, I think last year, did they do Expedition Everest? I can't even remember if we got on and rode it. I feel like we did, but we may have came through too early. All right, there's our 6 miles. Now we're doing a 10K. So technically we still have to go another quarter mile. And I think that'll bring us right up to Grand Destino Tower. It's freezing in upstate New York. I believe it. It is, it's warm here today. We're going to be humid. Hot and humid today. I think the high's like maybe 85. Some thunderstorms. Morning. You know what's really nice too is just having some of these cast members are just so nice. You know, just saying hello or waving. Uh-oh. Oh, almost lost it. All right, we're almost there. Whew. Val, I thought you left. I thought you went to get dressed. Get ready. Almost there, almost there. Whew. JP, do we edit our own videos? We do. We do edit all of our own stuff. Almost there. Almost there. A little more, a little more. Look at this. I'm a master of distance. I'm just kidding. I'm not really. I took a really wild guess. 6.2. Woo! Awesome. Great job, Donald. Great job. Woo. Oh, man. 130 people watching in the chat from home. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning. I hope that this video will be inspiration for anybody else out there who needs to get up, go for a run later this week, next week, whenever. If you haven't seen it already, I'll add this to our RunDisney virtual playlist. And each week I'll be building out those videos, so there'll be more and more, hopefully each week. It all kind of depends. But Whew. Man, I am super hungry. I'm really thirsty, and I think we should probably take a moment and probably stretch. That'd probably be for the best. But oh my goodness, what is that? A pop socket thing?
An earring.
Oh, it's an earring. Oh, that's a big earring. Sorry guys. Okay, well, thanks everybody for being here and hanging out and watching. We may be doing a video from Hollywood Studios today, so be on the lookout for that later this week. We've got SeaWorld from yesterday and a super fun video coming tomorrow. So, resuming workout. I will see you guys in the next one.